televiewers, especially kids and parents, welcome to AGHAMAZING TV. I am Sir Jesse Guzman and I will be your teacher in Science 5. Are you ready to explore the enchanting world of science? Now, let's go!
Hello kids, Sir Jesse here. For today's lesson, we will discuss the mode of reproduction in plants. The lesson is intended for you to describe the plant reproductive system responsible for the process, specifically sexual and asexual reproduction. Like animals, plants are also capable of reproduction. They reproduce in many ways. In general, plants exhibit both sexual and asexual reproduction. No plants can be both sexual and asexual reproduction. No plants also can be produced through seeds and different parts. These are the reasons why you can see plants anywhere, especially in the forest, where they can get good physical condition. Let us now discuss the meaning of sexual and asexual reproduction. When we say sexual, reproduction results in offspring that are genetically different from the present or the parent organisms, while asexual, resulting in offsprings are genetically identical to the parent organisms. Let us now focus on the asexual reproduction. It requires only one parent and the offsprings are the exact copy of the parent. In short, it is a clone. What are the methods of the sexual reproduction? Asexual reproduction, organisms that reproduce asexually cannot develop much variety because they are copying the original organism exactly. These are the methods. We have the binary fission, the budding, the fermentation, the vegetative propagation, and the spore reproduction. Let us now focus on the binary fission. When we say binary fission, single-celled organisms which use asexually reproduction can do so simply by dividing into two equal halves. Amoeba, paramecium, and uglina are the examples of the binary fissions. When conditions are good, such as plenty of water, food, right temperatures, etc., binary fission is a very effective way of reproducing many offsprings. Example, the cell of the paramecium can divide, grow, and divide again in the space of 8 hours. Let us now focus on the second part, the budding. Budding, an offspring grows out of the body of the parents. These are the examples of budding: the hydra budding and cactus budding. So we have here a yeast budding. In yeast, the cell does not divide equally into two halves. Instead, there is a large mother cell and a smaller daughter cell. Third, we have the fragmentation. In this form, the body of the parent breaks into two distinct pieces, each of which can produce an offspring. Examples: pieces of coral broken off in storms can grow into two colonies, while a new starfish can grow from one detached arm. So we have also an example of fragmentation. Some plants can grow from cutting them up and replanting them. Another example of fragmentation is the plant cutting. Now, let us focus on the vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation that reproduces progeny by any vegetative propagulate without gamete formation or the sex cell formation and fertilization of the male and female gametes. Examples of these are the rhizomes or the ginger and the onions, the tubers, potatoes and kamote, and also we have the suckers, the kangkong leaves. Spore formation. Many spores are stored in sacs called sporangia. When a sporangia bursts, many single-celled thin or thick-walled structures called spores are obtained. Under suitable conditions, they develop into a new plant. Example: mushroom, molds, ferns, and mosses. Let us now focus on the seeds of the plant. Seeds, we have the monocot 1 cotyledon, or the dicot, we have 2 cotyledons. Roots, we have the fibrous. In monocot, dicot, top roots. Vascular, monocot, scattered, dicot, ridge. Leaf, monocot, parallel, and dicot, we have the net-like. Flowers, monocot, we have multiples of 3. Dicot, we have 4 or 5. The monocotyledons commonly refers to as monocots are grass and grass-like flowering plants, the seeds of which typically contain only one embryonic leaf. Dicot plant. Dicotyledon, by name dicot, any member of the flowering plants or angiosperms that has a pair of leaves or cotyledons in the embryo of the seeds. Let us have an activity. Direction. Read the sentences carefully. Choose the letter of the best answer. Number 1. It produces progeny. Examples are rhizomes and tubers. A. Vegetative propagation. B. Spore. C. Budding. Or D. Binary fission. Number 2. When it bursts, mean it's single-celled, thin or thick-walled structures. A. Vegetative propagation. B. Spore. C. Budding. Or D. Binary fission. Number 3. An offspring grows out of the body of the parents. A. Vegetative propagation. B. Spore. C. Budding. D. Binary fission. 4. Asexual reproduction can do so simply by dividing into two equal halves. A. Vegetative propagation. B. Spore. C. Budding. D. Binary fission. Number 5. Plant cutting divided into many parts. A. fragmentation, B. Spore, C. Budding, or D. Binary fission. Okay, let us check the answer. For number 1, we have A. Vegetative propagation. Very good. Number 2, spore. Very good. Number 3, we have the budding. Very good. Number 4, we have the binary fission. Very good. And number 5, what is the answer? The correct answer is A. Fragmentation. Very good.
You were able to get an amazing score. That ends my discussion. I hope that you will learn something today. Again, this is Sir Jesse Guzman saying, be an explorer, be a discoverer, be an AGHAMAZING you. This is AGHAMAZING TV.